What's good, YouTube? We about to do a quick review on a professional tenant. He squats in different landlords' properties. Two dope boys. Let's get it.
Well, tonight, the NBC 10 investigators are continuing to expose professional tenants. I told you about this over the past year. These are people who make a living by scamming property owners. This is a wild story here. They use loopholes in the law to get away with not paying rent for years, possibly even decades.
Yeah, NBC 10 investigator Ryan Kath first uncovered this issue. He stayed on it to highlight a surprising connection to taxpayers. Ryan.
Priscilla Colton, this couple goes to great lengths not to pay the monthly rent, but we discovered you helped pick up the tab with thousands of dollars in financial assistance. Now, after more than a year of legal efforts, the property owner finally got them to leave. It's eviction day on Mohawk Road in Burlington.
Yo, he said they professionals, dog. He said they does this, dog.
That's crazy. It's messed up, man.
For a living. We got a degree in this.
Yeah, like went to school for it. Got a bachelor's in something.
They said they go to great lengths not to pay
Yeah, it's like,
rent,
oh my goodness.
Great lengths.
Great lengths. That's crazy. Anything it takes not to pay.
This is the debris field left behind by professional tenants. Trash and other items scattered around the home and damage like this hole in the wall. Brian and Nicole Coombs moved into the property 2 years ago and immediately stopped paying the rent.
Damn.
Even though taxpayers kicked in $23,000 of assistance, the couple did not.
Hold on, you know you helped them, right?
Oh, man. Yeah, I got a 9 to 5.
As a taxpayer, you know you helped them, right?
That's crazy. I hope y'all ain't in my state, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of my state doing this type of stuff.
Oh my
man.
goodness.
You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy.
But the crazy part is when they get kicked out, they leave it look like they left the apartment like trashy.
Mm-hmm.
So then they gotta have to pay somebody to clean the apartment before they have other tenants come in.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's like a double fee.
Yeah.
I'm paying the mortgage, you know what I'm saying, paying the rent.
And then you're not paying the rent, so I don't have no income coming from you. And then I gotta pay some more money so they could clean up all the crap you left in the house.
Mm-hmm. Look, it says immediately stop paying rent.
Pay their share. Attorney Bob Lee then spent more than a year in court trying to evict them.
It's been a real challenge. While everyone says it's tenant friendly, I've come to the phrase that it's landlord impossible.
Lee says the property owner borrowed money from family and friends to avoid losing the house to foreclosure. When you add up the lost rent, legal fees, and the cost of moving out the Coombs and keeping their possessions in storage, the financial ordeal will surpass $100,000.
It certainly has been really challenging for the family.
That's messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, it makes me question, buying a rental property.
All it takes is one tenant like this to destroy your empire that you're trying to create.
Mm-hmm.
Only one tenant like this can mess up everything you got going on.
And that's the biggest investment. I mean, I don't know, me personally, I feel like everybody, you want that crib, you know what I'm saying? You want multiple cribs. It's good revenue, you know what I mean? And you got people out here, professionals, moving like that.
Yeah, trying to scheme the system.
It's crazy.
But the thing is, it's like, honestly, like that's a quick way for you to go broke. Like when you have a house, you have to have so much money on deck just in case. And I don't think there's even like a dollar amount. You could never be too prepared for what could happen to your house. And it's always instant too, because they be like, all right, something's wrong with my heat, something's wrong with my window. Like I need you to fix it ASAP. So you can't be like, give me a week till I get paid, or you can't tell no tenant that. It got to be ASAP, or they not give you no rent.
Yeah, and they have that right too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have that right.
Crazy.
They're entitled to that. Definitely.
And he said he had to pay storage fees for this stuff too.
Yeah.
So maybe he just can't put it out on the street.
Yeah, they can't, because he probably get sued for the belongings and stuff.
Imagine having to give them money on top of that. But either way, is he still paying?
It's not worth it.
If he put it on the street, he would have to be sued. Either way, he's keeping this stuff. He's paying storage fees. That's crazy, dude.
But the thing is, I'm thinking maybe he should have did like a background check before they got the apartment.
Yeah.
Because like they could show you that, like they had, like, if say for example he been to court with another landlord for the same issue. I'd be like, I'm not messing with him. I'm not having him in my crib. So this is where background checks come into play. To try to avoid it. I ain't gonna say it's gonna 100% avoid everything, but I think it'll help a little bit.
Yeah, man. Do your homework.
Do your homework.
You know what I'm saying? They look a little sketchy too.
Just to go through this whole experience. there's really not much you can do except just ride it out.
Leo Behaj can relate. He'd planned to rent his Reading property to the Coombs for a couple of years before moving in with his family, but ended up losing $95,000 and selling the house to get out of debt.
How good are they at what they do?
They're professionals.
That's crazy.
It's no exaggeration. Our review of housing court records show this is now the Coombs' 13th eviction in Massachusetts. A pattern that
You just said that, dog. You gotta do your homework. Had you did a background check, man, you know what I'm saying?
Professional.
Damn.
He's a professional. He does this.
I know you need them dollars, man, once you get that crib, man, but you gotta protect your investment.
You got to protect the investment.
Seriously.
Yeah, and it said the other guy sold his house or something like that because he lost so much money.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm done with this. So like one tenant could just mess up everything you got going. It seemed like it was more expensive to like fight it with the lawyer cases, pay for storage, versus just let him have a year free. Like, yo, just sit your ass here and just leave me alone. And after the year's done, get the hell out. I feel like he would have saved money if he did that. Versus like paying for like fighting the case, going to court. And then imagine he could have been doing other stuff during these court hearings, like the landlord.
Yeah.
So like you're taking all this time away from me and potential money I could have been making. It's not worth it.
Yeah, man.
It's not worth it.
When you get a crib, man, take your time. Make sure you have enough money to float yourself for a few months.
Yeah.
And take the time to vet people, man.
It started with Peter Amato and his family 2 decades ago in Woburn.
It got really bad really fast.
The last time we were in court, I filed a notice of appeal.
Just like at other properties, records show that Brian Coombs, representing himself in court, used every trick in the book to delay the eviction in Burlington, complaining to the town's Board of Health about broken things and then refusing to let contractors in to make the repairs, submitting multiple appeals, and even trying an 11th hour bankruptcy filing before the clock finally ran out and they left in a U-Haul under the cover of darkness.
Hold up.
He knows all the tricks. He knows all the tricks.
But I'm saying, why I gotta use your carpenter? You talking about you brought your own carpenter in and this and this and that? It's my crib, dog. You know what I'm saying? You're renting. Dog.
Yeah, I think anything he's trying to throw anything in there to delay the process. Because like the longer it takes for them to repair it, the more time he could push off paying rent.
He probably know he could just say stuff and they got to do an investigation.
Yeah. It'll take time. It'll buy him more time until he finds another finagle in order to push time out even further.
Jumping from loophole to loophole. Nigga,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's
Exploiting the
crazy,
system.
dog. So they left in the middle of the night in the U-Haul.
Yep. It's funny because they still got recorded. They was that sneaky.
Here's how Coombs explained his tactics when we confronted him outside housing court last May.
Ryan Kath with NBC 10 Boston. Some folks contact us about you. They say you're a professional tenant who hasn't paid rent for about the past 20 years. What's your response to that?
He said, wow.
That's not true. I use the law, and the law helps me do what I need to do.
Well, what do you say to the property owners that have lost tens of thousands of dollars to you over the years? What do you say to them?
I'm sorry. He basically just admitted it.
He did.
He said that's not true, but I used the law.
The law.
And I haven't paid rent in 13 years.
He's not even trying to look at the reporter. Like he's trying to be out of here.
Hell no.
He don't want to be seen.
Damn.
They should fix things when they're broken.
There's now plenty to fix in the wake of the Coombs' unwelcome stay in Burlington. Leo told me the scene looks familiar to what he found at his property 2 years ago in Reading. His final text message from Brian on eviction day, a middle finger emoji.
These people are doing this 20
That's
years.
crazy.
These people have PhD. They have everything how to screw the system.
So as you can imagine, we of course have questions about how the Coombs qualified for taxpayer assistance considering the long list of evictions. The state says because of privacy laws, it can't discuss individual recipients. However, Colt and Priscilla, we're still digging for those answers because, of course, this is not the only example we found during this ongoing investigation.
I know, and Brian, you alluded to this, but, this isn't the only professional tenant story you're following. I believe you have a development on another case as well.
Busy week.
These dudes is cold-blooded, man.
He ain't the only one. See that they got another case developer as we speak. So he ain't the only one.
For professional tenants, yeah, it was Russ and Linda Callahan who first caught our attention with this topic last year. And get this, we found the husband and wife in Worcester County had more than 20 evictions on their record and well over $100,000 in judgments for unpaid rent. In the wake of our reporting, the couple was indicted last summer for a litany of criminal charges. Linda posted bail, but it did not take long to get in more trouble. According to a police report we obtained, she tried to write more than $2,000 in fraudulent checks at a Comfort Inn. A front desk employee recognized her from our stories and called Auburn police. That put her back in jail for the bail violation. In the meantime, Russ has remained behind bars
He's
since
out.
his arrest in July. The husband and wife.
He's like, come on, baby, let's go. Don't say a word to them.
Yo, for
Like,
a fogey, dog.
Yo, he could hustle. He could hustle for a fogey. He could hustle. He haul ass real quick.
He got some skips in his dip.
You see
dog.
that, right?
Are due back in Worcester Superior Court for the expanding criminal case next month. We'll, of course, keep following it for you.
Yo, man, that's crazy, man.
That is
Professional
wild.
PhDs, you know what I'm saying? Tenants, dog.
Scammers.
That is
Scammers.
wild, dog.
This would make me not want to ever get a house to rent out to anybody.
Yeah,
This
man.
this one story alone.
Yeah, man.
Cause I feel so bad for the landlords, cause like they probably exhausted going to court, paying all this money. You paying for other people's storage, like, and they ain't give you one dime. That's crazy.
I say you gotta just vet people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you gotta know what you buying, make sure you got enough bread to float yourself. It may take 6 months, however long.
I think longer than that. For if you have
man.
a house,
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I say go with people that you know more than
Yeah.
randoms, people that you know that work. You know what I'm saying? It's honorable, man, because it's crazy. You know?
yeah, it's crazy out here. But I'm like, even with that, it's tough for people that you know. You're like, come on, you know me. I'm good for it. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you 1,000 this month. I promise I'll give you a little more next month. You know, like, I don't know. That's like you can't win. It's like, so it's hard.
Go with that clean record, man. Even the people that you know, still do a background check, man.
Do a background check on their ass. Even if you know them, do a background check.
Fingerprints.
Yeah.
You know,
He's on some FBI stuff
I
right
want
now.
everything, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to know where you been.
Yeah, funny, man.
Yo, that's all we got for y'all, man. Make sure you leave us a like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one, man.
Two Dope Boys.
We out.